Good evening, I'm Bo Williams, and welcome to The 7. Let's get to a look at the Big 7 stories right now. Topping the list for us tonight, we've been keeping a close watch on a section of Kingston Pike in West Knoxville. This after what Knoxville Fire determined was a hazmat incident. This is some video sent to us by one of our viewers. You can see the smoke rising. This was at Kingston Pike and North Peters. This was earlier in the day. Matter of fact, crews had to shut down Kingston Pike and North Peters for several hours today. The good news is that that section of Kingston Pike is back open. However, part of North Peters remains closed tonight as crews continue to clean up. Our Molly O'Brien has been there since the beginning, covering it for us, and she has more now.
An active scene here for hours at the intersection of North Peters Road and Kingston Pike. We learned the Knoxville Fire Department started to receive reports earlier this afternoon of a substance leaking from a tractor trailer. That substance was leaking onto not only North Peters Road, but Kingston Pike as well, and near a storm drain. We're told first responders began to close the roads. KFD later learning that substance was hydrochloric acid. We asked Knoxville Assistant Fire Chief Mark Wilbanks the dangers that hydrochloric acid can cause. This is what he had to say.
Hydrochloric acid is obviously an acid, very dangerous to breathe. It can cause some major long-term breathing problems. It can even kill you, so it's not safe. Depending on the concentration, it can really harm you if you touch it as well.
The Knoxville Fire Department also posting on their social media pages, Facebook and X, more information about hydrochloric acid and the dangers it can cause. Mark Wilbanks did tell us that no injuries were reported at this time. Reporting in Knoxville, Molly O'Brien, 6 on your side.
Molly, thank you. And this is a live look right now of the area. And you can see again, Kingston Pike is open. Traffic there moving east and westbound at the signal. But again, if you look just to the left, you'll see they've got those barriers up. That section of North Peters remains closed right now. A lot of businesses and restaurants in that area. So if you're heading that direction, you may want to head up Cedar Bluff and then come in from the back side. But again, right there at Kingston Pike and North Peters, Kingston Pike is open. North Peters, though, remains closed. Elsewhere tonight, East Tennesseans reacting tonight to the big shakeup in U.S. presidential politics. It's been just more than a day since President Biden announced he is now dropping out of the race. Questions about his age and fitness for office growing unavoidable last week in the wake of a disastrous performance in the first debate of the election season. The president making the decision public in a letter posted yesterday to social media. Tonight, the president still has not been seen in public since announcing he had been diagnosed with COVID, heading to his Delaware beach house to isolate and recuperate. Well, today, Vice President Kamala Harris speaking publicly for the first time since Biden's exit and hitting the campaign trail. Now, she's the odds-on favorite to become the Democratic nominee, getting endorsements from party leaders like President Biden and former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi. Harris posting on social media that she was heading to what had been the Biden campaign headquarters to meet with staff, writing, quote, "One day down, 105 to go. Together, we're going to win this." Now, the Tennessee Democratic delegation has already pledged their support to Harris.
Tennessee was the first delegation in the whole country. It just happened to work out that way, that we had a meeting scheduled right after we got that news. The Democratic Party is on a united front in this, and I expect to see many other delegations pledging their support fully for Vice President Harris to be our nominee.
We have to unite. We have to unite to have a common goal of fighting and working for the American people. It's more than just an election, and I think people know that, and I feel like especially young people. I'm the youngest delegate in the Tennessee delegation. I think we know what's at stake.
I was there for Obama, I was there for Clinton, and now to be there for Harris to be a nominee and be a groundbreaking nominee is just going to be an eyewitness to history, and that is a phenomenal experience to have.
According to political analyst George Korda, this year's presidential election is unlike any race that we have seen in the past. With the Democratic National Convention approaching, he says choosing a presidential nominee could be difficult.
So they're going to go into the convention. Biden's going to release his delegates. Who are they going to go to? Whether they're going to all go to Harris is a completely unknown factor. We're sailing into seas that haven't been sailed in before.
Meanwhile, Tennessee U.S. Senators, both Republicans, calling on President Biden to step down immediately, arguing if he is not fit to campaign, he is not fit to be the president. Senator Marsha Blackburn putting out a statement that reads in part, quote, if Joe Biden is too weak to stay in the race for the presidency, he should resign as our commander-in-chief immediately, end quote. Senator Bill Hagerty posted on X, quote, this is an unprecedented and disgraceful crisis of presidential leadership. He goes on to say, quote, if President Biden is not capable of running for president, he cannot be capable of serving as president, end quote. Knoxville Mayor India Kincannon today announced her endorsement of Vice President Harris, posting this picture to Instagram showing the two together at an event. Kincannon is also a Democratic delegate to the DNC. And of course, we are your local election headquarters, and we are now halfway through the early voting period for the Knox County General, Federal and State primary, and the Town of Farragut municipal election. As of Friday, the Election Commission says that a total of 12,444 early votes have been cast, along with another 1,435 votes cast by absentee ballot and in nursing homes. Early voting runs through Saturday, but the deadline to request an absentee ballot is Thursday. Election Day, of course, is coming up on August 1st. And there are new early voting locations here in Knox County. So for a full list of where those locations are, as well as to get a good look at a sample ballot, scan the QR code on your screen. You can also head to our website, WATE.com. Back to our Big 7 list now. A woman pleads guilty to her role in a deadly hit-and-run crash. Jesse Hodge in Knox County Court today, entering that plea to a charge of criminally negligent homicide. You know, we followed this case since 2021. Police say Hodge was driving down I-40 near Pellissippi when she hit Dwight Woods from behind. His motorcycle reportedly became stuck in the front of her car, and authorities say Hodge continued to drive for several hundred yards. Police also say she then drove away and did not call 911. Hodge's sentence with the guilty plea is 1 year of probation. Now, we're told Hodge plans to ask for judicial diversion and the chance to have her record wiped clean. Prosecutors tell us they plan to oppose diversion at Hodge's next court date in September. Big road improvement projects for Knox County make the next slot on our list tonight. 2 of those are new projects, while the county plans to make significant progress on an existing effort. Driving these changes, demands of a growing county population, especially in several hot spots, Hardin Valley, West Emory Road, and Shad Road. The Shad Road project started a few years ago, but the county expects to finish the bulk of the work this fall. At the intersection of Clinton Highway and West Emory, they will add an additional left turn lane, along with road improvements to accommodate the new Smith-built Belltown development. Now, this project, along with widening Hardin Valley Road from 3 lanes to 5 between Solway Road and Hardin Valley Academy, are part of the county's advanced Knox growth plan.
Part of that was a transportation plan. So as part of that plan, we wanted to also be proactive with our infrastructure improvements where we had growth proposed. And obviously in Hardin Valley, we know growth's really occurring out there, and we're proposing more growth there. So that was one of the areas that we wanted to focus on.
The traffic around 8 o'clock is horrible. It's backed up, trying to go from home to work, from work to home, or drop grandkids off at school. For the people that's moving in and building homes, we just got to increase our roads, make more lanes.
The Shad Road project is expected to total about $48 million by the time it is complete, and Smith-Built will be paying the bulk of the Emory Road work costs. The county is also hosting informational meetings about each project for the public. The first will be held tomorrow to discuss the Emory Road work. A big day on the calendar looms, and our next Big 7 story for you tonight. It's hard to believe summer is almost over for students and teachers. Knox County School hosting its annual Principal Institute today. It's a gathering of every principal and assistant principal in the district. Superintendent John Ricewick tells us it's an opportunity to reflect on all the changes and accomplishments from the last school year and prepare for the semester ahead.
What's been great is we've seen 2 back-to-back stacked 2 years of positive gains. Not totally across the board, but in almost every subject area, which tells us we are doing the right work. We just have to make sure we get even better at that blocking, tackling, just focus in. We think we're doing the right things. We just need to make sure we're doing that, and that's standard across every classroom at every school.